Well, you can directly copy the output of a command to the clipboard. How do you do this? So when you say ipconfig/all, what we usually do is we run the command and then copy the output like this, right? So let's not do that. We run the command and add a pipe symbol at the end and mention clip. Hit enter, it's copied to the clipboard. Let's verify it. In the Sublime text editor, I'm going to say Control V, and that's it. I got the output of ipconfig/all. And as you can see, in the output of the command prompt, I don't see anything because it got directly copied to the clipboard. Okay, let's clear the screen. Now, if you want to copy the output of a command directly to a file, right now there's nothing in this directory, right? Now, if I want to go ahead and copy the output of ipconfig/all directly to a file, I can just say this, tnv.txt. Now, it's going to create a new file called tnv.txt, and the output of ipconfig/all will be copied to tnv.txt and nothing shown on the console on the command prompt, right? I can just go ahead and do a dir again, and you'll find that tnv.txt is created. Now, if I want to check the output of tnv.txt, I can mention type and then mention tnv.txt. It's going to show me the output of that command, right? So all good here. Okay. Now, what if I want only a specific text from the output of a command? Let's say ipconfig/all, and then I'm only interested in, let's say, media. So I say find, and then say media, right? I hit enter, it's only going to show me this, right? It was able to find media in all of these. And that is why it gave me this output. There's another way of doing this as well. If I do a find str, find string. Now there's a difference between find and find string. I'm going to make a video on that as well. Well, it deserves a separate video, that's why. Now let's go ahead and clear the screen. Now we created a file previously, tnv.txt. If I want to print the output of tnv.txt, I mentioned type, which is the equivalent of, let's say, cat in Linux. So I say tnv.txt. I see that it contains the output of ipconfig/all. Now, if I want to go ahead and add something else to this file, there are two ways of doing it. One would just overwrite the contents of the file. Other one would append the output of a command to this file. So both the outputs would be saved. What do I mean by that? Let's say I want to go ahead and run dir and mention that dir be saved to tnv.txt. I hit enter and I do a type of tnv.txt. I hit enter. It only contains, now this file only contains the output of dir, right? Because of the previous content of tnv.txt is overwritten now. Now, what if I want to save both the outputs? Now, let's do this. In that case, dir and do a double greater than symbols, and then tnv.txt, hit enter. Now let's go ahead and say type tnv.txt, hit enter. Now it contains the same output twice, right here, and then the same output right here. So it was able to append it to that file rather than overwriting to that file. Okay. Now, a way to go ahead and create a file and add some text to it as well would be echo. So let's say I want to echo the network Viking to, well, let's say we'll add it to the same file, tnv.txt. Great. If I do a type now, right, on tnv.txt, hit enter, you find the network Viking has been added to it. So with echo, you can go ahead and even create a separate file as well, right? So I don't really need to say tnv.txt. I can say tnv2.txt. Hit enter and say type for tnv2.txt. Hit enter and it contains the network Viking. Now, another thing would be to go ahead and share this video with others, subscribe to the channel, and put down your comments if you really enjoyed the video. Now, let's say there's a command. The output of that command is huge. I say ipconfig slash, let's say, display DNS. Display DNS, the output is huge, right? You see that? So I don't want the output to be displayed like that. What I can do is I want to check it page by page, right? I put a pipe there and say more. I hit enter, it's going to show me the same exact output, but this time it's going to show me page by page. I hit enter, or maybe the space bar would be a better option. Page by page, right? For the space bar. If you hit enter, it's going to show you line by line, right? Space bar to make it move page to page, right? That's it. I press Control C. Okay. And thank you so much. You guys have a great time ahead. Goodbye.